Hi.
And earlier this year, I was diagnosed with breast cancer during my baseline mammogram at 40. And that's a huge shock. And it's part of the reason I want to tell you about this tonight and the strategy I use to make cancer not suck quite so bad. Cancer is the kind of thing that unfolds slowly. You don't actually know what your diagnosis is from the beginning. It took maybe 4 weeks before I was in a surgeon's office having him draw boobies up on the wall. So I'm a strategist. I work with organizations and individuals to help people understand what's their strategy for the future. Tonight, I want to share with you how I had to come up with a strategy for dealing with something that maybe didn't have a future. This is what cancer looks like when you go in to go have your radiation. I had to have 33 radiation treatments after having surgery. And they mark you all over your chest with a Sharpie marker. I decided that that kind of sucked, and I wanted to have cancer be a lot more beautiful than that. I decided for my 33 radiation treatments, I was going to wear 33 dresses. Set up a website, 33 Dresses, and a Facebook page, and I started posting. And I didn't know whether this was going to be fun or it was going to be a terrible idea. I certainly didn't have 33 dresses. I went to consignment stores, I had friends send them to me, and rain or shine, I started taking these pictures and posting them. The really cool thing about it was that it wasn't actually overwhelming. It was a great coping mechanism. This is a picture of my 8-year-old son, and if you see the look on his face, this is a look you never want to see on your kids' faces, because you know they're dealing with something so hard, and they're trying to handle it. The dresses, and he was wearing silly bands, and my husband was wearing Hawaiian shirts, and my 15-year-old daughter was wearing dresses, gave us something else that was a lot more fun to focus on, and it's not that it diminished it, but it was such a celebration of life. So the really amazing thing that happened is we put this up on Facebook and people started joining and sending in pictures. This is a fashion designer in Paris who started posting when she was 7 months pregnant. She had her baby during my last week of radiation. Here's a friend who I had not been in touch with since college, and she's here wearing her sparkly cocktail dress eating a slice of pizza. And this is kind of the spirit that developed. People started doing things that they hadn't really done before. Our rallying cry for this project was, break out the good stuff. What are we waiting for? The kind of support that came in was across the board, all over the place. There were great religious speakers, contributions. There were people in all kinds of costumes, like anything that would make it kind of fun. And something that was really cool about this project, the kids certainly were amazing, and it was neat to see. This little girl says, for you, Elissa, you can borrow my crown. Yeah, and the girls that were most moving for me were like the 13 to 15-year-olds who saw what their moms were doing wearing these dresses with me and wondered what I was going through and started reading some of the blog, and they started doing these things too. People that I never expected to get involved in this project got involved in this project. So people started drinking their coffee in their grandmother's china that they otherwise would never use. And people started asking them, like, what are you doing? What's going on? And we started this kind of national movement to break out the good stuff. This is my 85-year-old uncle, Richard, who decided, right, that he would wear a dress. And his note to me was, in case you get tired of wearing dresses, I'll wear one for you so you can wear one less. How much do you love Uncle Richard? Some of the best contributors to this project were pets. This is my new favorite dog in the world, Boot. He lives in San Francisco. He sent me pictures of his toys all the way through this project. Pretty awesome. Just pointing out, as you see how your own reaction to these pictures, think of how fun, if you're going through something terrible, it is to get these pictures. And if you have somebody who's going through something crappy, be alive. That's the most fun thing you can do for someone. A Holocaust survivor's daughter sent me these pearls and said, wear these and pass them on to your daughter. I wore these pearls doing the bills because the insurance stuff that you have to deal with is ridiculous. So that was a great source of strength. The whole project was a reminder that there's a lot more strength out there than you know. And one of the things that touched me the most was someone who said, "You have reconnected us to a part of ourselves that we had forgotten was worth celebrating." And that's why my message to you is, when you've got somebody or yourself going through something tough, don't try to be so strong about it. Be smart. Do something that's actually going to make you feel good. So you don't have to be so strong because it's not so awful. So cancer was a bad experience, but it was also kind of beautiful. I found a wedding dress on my shopping travels, and and I put out in the oncology offices at the hospital and online the opportunity to win this wedding dress. And after my last treatment, I chose a winner out of the box, and it was this wonderful 3-time cancer survivor who came into the hospital, put that dress on, and paraded all over the hospital. This is my best friend, who was the person who designed the logo and who helped me with the project. The day after I finished treatment, she was in a terrible car accident. This is her showing her amazing spirit in the trauma center. She's doing well, but she's still recovering. She's a graphic designer, and she's still recovering from a brain injury. So these things that happen to us, we never know, what's going to go on. I'll close in saying that I still wear a dress once a week. This is today the 6th dress. And I partnered with Treasure House Fashions on McKnight Road, which is a resale shop for women. We are giving away 1 dress a month. We've got boxed in every hospital oncology office. And I hope that this 33 Dresses project will inspire you to think about how do you want to feel. And if you have somebody going through some stuff, what is the most fun thing that you can do to lift their spirits? Because the point is that we get to live our lives no matter what. And whatever happens, I'm here today and I'm enjoying it.